Hi everybody and welcome to this week's video. My name's Rebecca of Artistrebeccals. This is the channel where we have fun with art. Today we're going to be creating a Scapigliata using a fibre tip pen in brown and a water brush. Let's go. Due to recording and I can't use my phone as reference while I record, I've used my thermal printer and printed the Scapigliata, which you can see here, and that is going to be for my reference. And I'm dedicating the Hahnemühle Bamboo Sketchbook exactly for these sketches and only for these sketches, because the water-soluble pens move with water on this surface and it doesn't on other sketchbooks. It does take a lot of practice, patience, time, and you have to wait for everywhere to dry once I've added water, which you'll see coming up in a few moments. The paper does not take that long to dry, but there's going to be ugly stages. Remember, these are sketches that turn into a drawing at the end. So you have to wait for things to dry and go back over on the top of things. Leonardo Da Vinci's The Scapigliata is the only creation of his that I actually like. And I'm really drawn to it because it's sketchy. I love sketches. And the Sangrian sketches that he did, they just really attract me. And so I'm kind of on my art journey also. It is something that I'm trying to capture. So I will often be filling page after page of different versions of the Scapigliata. The pen I'm using is a regular pen kids use. In England, United Kingdom, we call it a felt tip. Everybody else is calling them fibre tip pens now, so I have to get with the programme and call them fibre tip pens. But in the United Kingdom, we would still call them felt tips. And this is just a brown because it looks so authentic. But I'm going to be, at some point, buying some walnut ink. Now, Daniel Smith first brought this out, and that's what I'm going to be purchasing. It's light, fast, acid-free, and I have a feeling it's going to be the je ne sais quoi that I am looking for. to store my thermal printer printouts for references, I'm going to be getting a C5 letter envelope and just gluing it in the back of the sketchbook, because it doesn't have an envelope holder thing to hold anything in the sketchbook. So I find gluing the envelopes in works really well for holding small things. Can you see the magic that happens when you add the water? The marks completely are dissolving and turning into paint. And this is just a child's pen. I mean, it cost cents at the supermarket. I am using a relatively branded, I think it's Maped, but you don't have to buy a branded, just any brown fibre tip water-based pen, and it will give you this effect. I know I used to use coffee and tea, but I'm trying to stop doing that because they are acidic. So even if I'm using acid-free paper, over the years, the acid in the coffee, particularly in the tea, will eat through the paper basically, and my design will be gone. And so the scapigliatas mean a lot to me. And so I try to use products that I think are going to be relaxing and yet bring it to life. Did you know that the Scapigliata by Leonardo da Vinci is also called the dishevelled head? And did you know it is actually an unfinished artwork, sketch, whatever you call it? It's unfinished. He didn't get to finish it. And there is a lot of thinking about it when you look at it, thinking, wonderment about it. Who is she? And there's lots of intrigue about the painting, well, the sketch. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know I've been producing the Scapigliatas at different points in time. And I first started doing this after watching the Drew Barrymore movie called Ever After, A Cinderella Story, that was done in 1998. And anecdotally, she is quoted as saying it's her most favourite film that she ever did. So I think it's the best Cinderella-inspired story that's ever been created. And in there they have someone who's obviously pretending to be Leonardo da Vinci, and he is also creating this Scapigliata, sketching during the film. And that inspired me years later when I watched it to also give it a go. That's what ignited my inspiration. Well, the Scapigliata is actually dated from 1506 to 1508, but there's still scuttlebutt as to whether Leonardo da Vinci actually did create it, but most analysis is saying that he did. So guys, we're reaching the end of the video and I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Subscribing is completely free to my channel. It's the follow button and it helps YouTube know that you found me interesting and they'll promote me to more people. Thank you ever so much for watching and I'm going to catch you really soon on the next video. Bye!